do this Laser 101, your boy G Money here on this Hump Day Wednesday. I got to keep reminding myself today is Wednesday, not Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Anyway, hope everyone had a wonderful SXM day. Enjoyed yourselves. And in the meantime, between time, I got some guests as I promised in the studio. I got the Mental Health Foundation. Miss Matthew, how you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good.
You good? You good? How'd you enjoy yourself yesterday? St.Maarten Day?
I had a mental health rest day.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So now you brought a guest with you today. Would you like to introduce who you have with you today?
Yes, this is one of our psychologists, Peter Ledlow.
Dr. Ledlow. Can I call you doctor or just call you Peter?
Just call me Peter.
He's like, just call me Peter. We ain't gonna get too technical. Okay, first things first. Before I start questioning him to the third degree, you guys have a march that's coming up.
Yes.
So it's called End the Silence, Break the Stigma. You want to tell us a little something about that, you guys?
Yeah, so this is our first march we're introducing. It's kind of to bring awareness to mental health on the island. And we're just hoping to get everybody out there. You know, mental health staff is going to be there. Some of our clients are going to be there. And hopefully a whole lot of the community will be there as well. And come out and enjoy with us.
Okay, so that is going down November 13th. Starts at 5 p.m. in front of Midtown Hotel. Is that correct?
Yeah, at the parking lot.
At the parking lot, the Midtown Hotel. And the end point is going to be at Front Street at the head of town. So it's called, once again, End the Silence, Break the Stigma. So, Peter, what is the number one stigma on St.Maarten when it comes to mental health?
That...
Or you can give a top 5 if you want. I know there's a lot of stigmas.
Yeah, I think the number one thing, though, is that you can't seek help, or seeking help is something to be ashamed about, and so what we're trying to do with this march is also just draw awareness to that and say that it's okay to seek help and it's okay to not be okay. I know that's a cliche term, but it's the truth. True. And it starts with speaking out. So
would you say that because we are in such a very small island, small community, that one of the stigmas might be or privacy? Could that be?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a huge concern of a lot of persons, but in our field, we pride ourselves on confidentiality. And so that's, it's supposed to be a secure relationship and trust needs to be built there. And we really try to maintain that by, keeping whatever is said in the room and discussed in the room, in the room, So that's one of the ways that we try to at least reassure persons over that fear.
Now, when it comes to getting help, when it comes to the Mental Health Foundation, I know, like you said, we have a lot of stigmas. One of the stigmas might be just a person just trying to get there, show up, just to get do you guys do in-home stuff at the Mental Health Foundation, or everything has to be at the facility?
So we try to be very flexible. I know there are some of my colleagues who see persons at different locations, so maybe they aren't able to come to the actual institution. We have a help desk around the island as well that persons can go to. We collab with the ministry on that, and so we see persons there. We can also see persons at the hospital or at their homes or maybe a different neutral location. And we try to be flexible, but each psychologists, they pick their own comfortability. Their own
comfortability if they want to go.
What's possible
for them, what works for them. About how many of psychologists are there for you guys, mental, including yourself?
Including myself, about 5 or 6. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you are originally from Grenada,
the
Spice Island. So you've worked in Grenada mental health, I would take it. Okay.
Yes.
So do you find what are the similarities and differences when it comes to islands and Caribbean people? Is it the same, or do you find differences?
I think the differences is, when it comes to what they experience, there might be differences there in the individual experience, but the similarities, there are way more similarities than there are differences when it comes to, just feeling isolated or, struggling with just being a part of what we call, quote unquote, third world countries. And,
I hate that word.
Same, right?
I hate that word.
But, the hustle and bustle of daily life, struggling to probably make ends meet, supporting families, or just difficulties when it comes to loss in terms of like hurricanes and natural disasters and coping with the effects of that. So there's so many similarities that I think the differences are very, very minuscule when it comes to mental health, and that's what makes it so easy to connect, but also very much, I guess, surprising as well too when you kind of see how similar we all are.
Right. When it comes to the Mental Health Foundation, someone needs the help. Does it cost anything? Is there a fee involved? You have to use your insurance? Anybody want to answer that?
Yeah, so your insurance is used for sessions and also any additional help you need. If you don't have insurance, then of course that would have to be paid out of pocket. But I'm sure things could be discussed depending
Okay.
on situations. We're not gonna leave anybody out.
True.
In the
Right.
cold.
Well, sorry we can't help you, but
Yeah,
no.
exactly.
Yeah, no, insurance covers the bulk of it, so SZV. If you don't have SZV, then you cannot, and you have like a private insurance, and you can always write that claim back for it afterwards. If not, then they also try to work a payment plans and those types of things out to, really
Okay.
support people.
Okay. I used to work in the mental health field, so I know a lot about it. And one of the places where I worked is we had a mental health ER. Do you guys have a mental health ER where just it works just like a regular hospital? You get injured or something, they bring you into the ER, but the mental health ER is something almost, you have a crisis and they bring you in. You guys have that here in St. Maarten? Is something we can work on? Or
I think, yes, our admissions units function similarly to that.
Okay.
And so, once persons are in crisis, then one of the nurses respond to it and assess the severity as well as together with the psychiatrist. And then we see from there what is necessary, whether or not treatment at home or whether they need to come into the admissions.
Okay. Now, is that 24 hours or?
Yes.
It is.
24 hours,
there
yeah.
you go. That's great. So now I know the police have an emergency number, the immigration, whatever. Do you guys have an emergency number, 3-digit emergency number as well?
Yes, we do.
You do?
We do have an emergency.
We do have an emergency number.
Am I testing you guys on this right now? They're like, oh, G-Money.
Right, you gotta prepare us first.
You gotta come prepared.
We do have emergency numbers, but of course you could always just visit our website, mental health MHF.com, I believe.
You guys have a Facebook page too?
SXM. Yes, we have a Facebook page.
You gotta. It's St. Maarten. You gotta have a Facebook
yes,
page.
exactly. So all those things you can find that information on. It's really not that hard. We also got all those billboards on the side of Cahill where you're seeing like the emergency numbers and whatnot.
Okay,
I don't know if
okay.
you've ever noticed, but so there are ways that people definitely know that we're out there.
Okay. And
So the number is so for emergency medical mental health help, you would have to call 585-5556.
Okay.
And that is the emergency crisis number.
okay. How come they didn't give you all the 3-digit number? That's what I was kind of expecting. One of those 3-digit numbers.
We make it easy. Maybe people only got internet, you
You
go WhatsApp.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Yeah.
They have the saying that everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about, and you should treat everyone nice. And when it comes to that, what would you say to the people who are fighting a battle and still have this? They don't want to. It's like people just have, like I said, we have this stigma. That's what the march is about. It's about the stigma.
Yeah.
What do you say to people? Or what would you say, or maybe someone who's listening knows of someone, what to say or what should they do?
I would say that it's definitely a lot worse to kind of ride out the storm and wait to see what happens, or just, hope for the best, because things can get pretty bad, and people that often think like, oh no, that can't happen to me, or
Correct.
those things don't run in my family. That's a very obnoxious way of thinking. Like mental health affects each and every single one of us. We all have a mind, and they all work differently, and cases of just extreme, not even extreme, just overwhelming daily life can affect that.
Yeah.
And so for me, I would just tell people, your mental health is just as important as your physical health, and take care of it and take care of your people. And don't be afraid to look for help. The same way you would go and look for help at a hospital if you feel like something wrong with your body, your mind should be no less of a priority.
Correct. Yeah. Do you feel, how long have you been at the Mental Health Foundation? You've been
3
there
years now.
3 years. Do you feel maybe a change is starting to happen, or we still have a way to go when it comes to mental health and the stigma?
I definitely do see the community kind of like opening up more to it. For instance, like the podcast that came out, the adulting. You know, that was a way to like really bring the community together and discuss these type of topics that's still a bit taboo. But I feel like, and especially our generation, I feel like they're very much more open to it and want to kind of lead the younger generation as well. So that's nice to see. But I do think there's a lot more education that needs to be done, and you know, people need to be willing to receive that education, because that's the only way to kind of break the stigma, you know.
Is there any plan maybe to or maybe you guys are doing, I don't know, in schools to start talking about?
Yeah, so
We're seeing a lot of teenage suicides, and
yes,
social
definitely.
media is just
it's a lot. Yeah, we are definitely very eager to start doing all those things. It's kind of just finding ways to put it together, who's going to do it, and you know, find our target groups. But that's definitely things that we want to start doing more, just being more out there in the community. So this is a kind of a small step towards that for us.
Well, you guys are doing a good job, and I one thing about the Mental Health Foundation, for me, I see you guys become more visible now. I think we're a lot more visible, and a lot more people are mentioning it, and of course, funding and stuff like that.
Yes.
How's that going along when it comes to funding for the Mental Health Foundation? Could be better.
We could always use more money. Could always use more, but it's definitely it's coming there. It's coming to come.
Coming to come. All right. So it goes down. It's November 13th. That's tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. I woke up this morning and I thought today was Tuesday until I walked in here and everybody started telling me, no, today is Wednesday.
Yes.
Ah,
It's feeling like a Monday for me.
that's what I'm saying. It feels good. So it goes down tomorrow. It is the End the Silence, Break the Stigma March. It's your very first march you guys are doing?
Yes.
Very first march. So come on out, join Mental Health Foundation. It's starting at Front Street, Midtown Hotel at the parking lot. It's going to end at Front Street on the head of town. And tomorrow World Kindness Day?
Yes.
Tomorrow is World Kindness Day. So you never know what anyone's going through. So be kind to everyone, because you never know what they're going through. They may look good on the outside, but on the inside,
something very different can be going on.
Completely different. So that starts tomorrow at 5 p.m., people, 5 p.m.
And we ask the community to wear green too.
Oh, green's the color.
Yes.
Light green, dark
To
green, any
represent
kind of
mental
green.
health,
Okay.
yes.
So green is the color. So End the Silence, Break the Stigma, tomorrow, 5 p.m. It's their first march. So come on out. And it starts at Front Street, the Midtown Hotel parking lot, and ends at Front Street, the head of town. Anything else you're going to add? Anything we forgot to mention, Peter?
No, I think that's pretty much
I
it.
think we covered it.
The most I just want to say though is that if you want a difference to be there, you gotta be different, you know. So it starts with you.
Right, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for coming through, and as always, my door is open.
Yes, thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
No problem. Miss Laser 101, 1219 coming up. I got the joke of the day. In the meantime, between time, here's Cherry. She calls this one Groupie on Laser 101.
What the has gotten into me?